Welcome to After the Final Bell, a podcast about what happens when an adrenaline-fueled career comes to an end and real life begins. Hosted by UFC striking coach Mike Gonzales and YouTube bounty hunter Trevor O'Connor.
It's not just about fights anymore. It's about what happens when the gloves come off.
And the real adventure begins.
Join Mike and Trevor as they chat about the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Life after the final bell isn't always easy, but it's always interesting. This is After the Final Bell.
If your car gets stolen,
Good luck.
you give a report to like an automated system over the phone. They don't come.
So we don't even guarantee it's recorded.
And you see it all over the place. But people who don't return their shopping cart and people who are rude to fast food
that one
workers
kills me.
and waiters,
Those
people I will not deal with.
because I honestly,
What did you get a wrong fucking hamburger at McDonald's?
It's not life and death.
You ordered
actually.
a hamburger at McDonald's. It's all the same shit. Just
Everything.
eat it.
They complain about the price, and it's like you chose to come out to eat.
Click the join button now to become a member and gain access to all the behind-the-scenes footage.
Okay. Yeah.
We're in Denny's, dude.
Come on.
You guys do some weird shit around here, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Probably way weirder shit than they're doing.
Yeah.
So
Some of you guys might be related.
Join us weekly for our members-only live podcast, but only when you click that join button.
stop being an asshole. The world would be such a better place if people would
Sometimes
just...
I feel like telling people,
stop.
you actually don't need that sour cream.
You would tell me that. Huh? You'd be
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
listen,
yeah.
fatty.
Listen.
What's up, guys? My name is Trevor O'Connor. Sitting across from me, 38th time. Whether you see it or not,
Mike Gonzales.
Mike Gonzales.
That's right.
What's good, Mike?
Not much. How you doing?
I am good. You just got off an airplane,
Yep. About less than an hour.
but you got a fresh towel.
Oh, I feel good. Look. Did you see my skin?
This is After the Final Bell, a podcast about what happens when an adrenaline-fueled career comes to an end and real life begins. You know what happens in real life?
What?
Everything's expensive.
Yeah, bills. That's what happens.
Everything is expensive. I don't know what it is.
Bills, and now they get to you faster. Now that they could do email.
Yeah, I get everything digitally, and they want it now.
Before you get home.
You can't say, I put the check in the mail.
No more.
Back in the day, you used to be able to send like the electric bill to the phone company and the phone bill to the electric company, and then be like, oh,
I messed up.
Sorry.
And then they give you a little grace. But
yeah,
now,
not now. They're like,
auto pay.
done.
I don't do auto pay on a lot of things though.
I like autopay, and I hate autopay. I like autopay because it's the most convenient thing in the world. You don't have to think about it.
Yeah, for sure.
I hate autopay when last year me was way more zealous than this year me. And I paid for like a year up front of something. And then this year.
The year creeps up on you too before you know it. You're like, I swear I just paid it.
And financially, this year's a little different than last year.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if they'd give you that little warning that said, hey, you paid for a whole year. We're about to hit your card, but they don't.
No, never.
They don't. They just hit it. They hit it. And then you're like, God dang it.
Yeah.
But some companies are okay about giving you a refund if you do it like right away.
Right away.
Some will. Some are like,
No.
hey, we'll see you next year.
I just cancel them right away because you get the whole year still.
Yeah.
Just.
I need to be better about it, but Kay Miller and I both went through.
Well, check this out.
Oh,
I lost my credit card.
When?
Oh, it's been a while.
Okay.
So I ended up getting a new one.
A debit card or a credit card?
No, credit card.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. Lost it. And it went straight to my wallet before I even got the card.
Your Apple Wallet?
Yeah.
They updated it?
Yeah, right away.
So they did that with my debit card before, never with a credit card.
My
bank card. I lost my bank card in California when we were filming out there.
Yeah.
And I was in California where you have to pay for everything because it's not like I'm going home to my house where I have all my things. I'm there where I got to eat and stuff. And I called the bank and I was like, hey, and they're like, well, we can send it, but we have to send it to your home address.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's not real convenient because I'm
here.
Yeah. But they were able. She was like, "All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to update your card on the app in your Apple Wallet, and you'll be able to use, Touch Pay or Tap Pay or whatever." Immediately had a debit card.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
you don't even got the card.
No,
you don't even know the numbers.
But the problem now is you used to be able to go get a new debit card. Like if you had too many things that were on auto pay.
Yeah.
Or too many.
It comes out right. They change it over for you.
You used to be able to go get a new debit card and it just canceled everything. And then everything you wanted, when it got canceled, they would send you a notice and go, "Hey, your subscription got canceled because your payment method is wrong."
Yep.
And you could be like, "Yeah, no, I don't want you anymore." And you could find out how much money you were spending.
Yep.
Now it just updates all of it for you and continues your auto pays. See, I like the convenience. I hate the convenience.
Yeah, I hate the convenience for that.
I don't need the help.
No, I mean, it's nice when you want to keep the things that you have so you don't have to go in there and
change it. Right.
But 80% of the stuff you don't want, you're like, I could do without. Then, because I think the only thing we have on auto pays are the light bill, cable bill, our insurance,
car insurance. You got to have that on auto pay.
Yeah.
Can you do car insurance without auto pay? I think.
It's hard not to because they give you a little discount.
Right.
You know what I mean? They give you a discount for being.
Yeah. I'm bad.
Everything's auto pay.
So it's been so hard. Like coming home because when we were on the road filming the show, I had all these streaming services, because we were it was film,
home,
and then be in the RV. And so we had all these streaming services, and that wasn't bad. But now that we're home, I don't need all of that.
Yeah.
So trying to figure out what things we had, and then some things, like I said, I paid for a year. I did this, and then now that year is coming up, and so every month I'm getting hit with like these crazy. I just got hit not long ago for. Was it Paramount? It was one of the streaming services. I think it was. It might have been HBO Max or something, but I must have prepaid and got a really good discount. And then a couple of weeks ago, I opened my banking app and it's like $200+. Remember I told you there's like a $200 charge.
Yep.
For a streaming service that they're like, "Oh, fresh new year," and I'm like, "Oh, I hate you."
Yeah.
So that was kind of the beginning of going through. Both of us kind of going through and going, "Do we need this? We just did it with Netflix."
Yeah.
So we have our household Netflix.
Okay.
And then I have my mom's Netflix on my card.
Okay.
And then while we were in Florida, that's when Netflix did that whole password sharing thing where they stopped
you had to
it.
Stop. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, "Hey, instead of kicking everybody off of your account that doesn't live in your household, you can add them to your account as a user for $7 a month. And they get their own little login." Well, everybody was on my Netflix, so we had to get everybody basically their own Netflix like individual login. But now that we're here, the main Netflix account can work because everybody in the house can have it. So that was like another $27 in
adding people.
Yeah, that I was able to get rid of. But then Kristen, I guess, has been paying. She thought she was paying for our Netflix. She's been paying for Netflix for like a year. No idea where. No idea.
Whose is it?
Yeah, no clue. She thought for somehow our Netflix account got put on her debit card.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what have we ever put on your debit card?
Did you figure it out?
I think she got them to cancel it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how much figuring out there was. I think it was just more along the lines of.
You just got to eat it and be like, but.
She called them and they were like, "Well, what email would it be attached to?" And she's like, "I only have 2. Here they are." And they're like, "Well, neither of those has."
Dang.
So I have no idea.
Somebody's mad up there.
But together we were paying like $100 in Netflix almost.
That's just Netflix.
A month.
That's crazy.
And not even thinking about it because but now we got
$1,200 a year.
Yeah, now we've got it whittled down a little bit.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But I'm sure next month there'll be another thing that I'm like, "Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't cancel that."
Mm-hmm.
That's why I hate free trials. I told you. I think they're the worst.
Let's
they
not
make
go
me so
down.
mad. Yeah, let's not. Don't get me on a rant today. All
let's
right?
go on your list. What do you got on your list?
I got lists.
All right.
So one of the first things on my list, and for some reason it's all over like my For You page on TikTok, and there's a million of them on shorts on YouTube. Mm-hmm. The First Amendment auditors.
Oh man.
First Amendment / cop auditors. The First Amendment auditors are irritating because they're just so caring.
I think that there's a couple that are good.
But are they?
I feel as good as they can be. As good. I don't know if you got to be a Karen. Yes, you do got to be a Karen in some way. I think most of it is just to be an ass to people.
I have a hard time finding one that's good, in that all they're doing is trying to bait problems.
For the most part.
They're trying to bait problems. They're trying to get someone to say or do something that they can blow up on, but a lot of times it's with cops.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's they start it with a civilian or someone, like they'll go and film, they'll stand in front of stores, like little mom and pop shops, and like film in the windows. And when the mom and pop shop comes out, like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't film my business like that. And they're like, oh, it's my right. Anything that's in the view of the public is blah, blah, blah. And it's my right to do it.
Yeah.
They don't care about what they're filming. They're not filming anything for any particular reason. It's to get a reaction. And the reaction is to get them to call the cops so that when the cops come, they can really turn it up and see if the cops are going to.
I think it's funny when you get the cops that, I don't know whether they're following the rules or not, or they're just agreeing with whatever the guy is saying. Or they're, when it like cuts their video short because like, oh yeah, you're right. All right. Yeah. Have a good day. And
that's the only way to deal with them.
The video gets cut short. So it's like,
it's the only way to deal with them. It really is. It is like the cops have to walk up and go, oh, I know exactly what this is. Ma'am, he has every right to film here. All he's doing is trying to make a viral video out of you. So your best bet is just to go on about your business and make him move along to the next thing.
Yeah.
That's really the only thing you can weaponize against them.
Yeah.
It's worse for me when they are intentionally trying to get cops to cross a line.
Yeah.
And they just keep going at it. Yeah. It's not like the cops showed up to a situation that was, and then, it erupted from there. It's like these guys create a situation. They'll go walk through a police department's parking lot and film the cars and film it, and just to get somebody to come out.
The only thing that irritates me is like when they're like, oh, I pay your wages. It's like, no, come on now, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all pay taxes.
Yeah.
You don't pay his wages.
Right.
Like, I hate when people do
that. It's a collective thing.
It's like it's so stupid. I pay no.
You know what?
No, you don't. You don't even pay your own wages.
They're lucky that I'm not a cop, because I would be the cop that would hope that they would get in my face like that, and I would keep it cool. I would keep it, but then I would hope that they also had an emergency at some point.
And then just
how slowly can I respond?
I'm having car issues.
There is freedom of speech.
There is,
but there's also consequences to actions.
If
you're going to be the dick, you should get something.
Well, I hate when there's a couple that I seen. Like I'll watch them here and there. I don't really watch too many of those because
I don't want to give them viewer minutes.
They're irritating to me just because I feel like they like you said, they just want a reaction or they just want to be assholes to somebody.
Yeah.
But I feel like when they get in trouble, like there's one where I watch where the guy hits him or does something and he's like, I'm calling the cops. Yeah. It's like, now what?
Or the guy's got the camera like right in the other guy's face and the guy's like, get your camera out of my face. Oh, that's assault. That's assault. Is it?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Those people they're bold. And maybe it's just me, but every time I see them, when the camera gets switched around to them for something, they always look like the guys that dress up for the Renaissance Fair.
Every one of them.
Bunch of LARPers. Like they all look like that. Like they have a cloak on or like, they're all that douchey looking. You can just see from a mile away, you go, oh. Yeah, the only joy this guy gets in life is seeing.
Sometimes you want that, like, those people are all over, not just the auditors, just people like that, right? Then you wonder why cops become assholes. Then you wonder why they're just so hard to deal with.
Right. Where it's just cut and dry with them. They don't care. They're not, there's no leeway. No. There's no.
Nope. And I feel like one of the, I used to have this job. I worked, this was years ago when I was in my early 20s, I think. I worked at a gas station overnight.
Yeah.
And the cops would always go in, and I was always friendly because I was like, they just park here. And it was nice
less
because
bullshit for me.
The moment, things started to get weird, cops they just roll in, they get whatever. People start rolling out, and it's like, oh, this is nice. It's quiet.
I didn't have to say nothing.
Nothing. But like I was talking to him one day, he ended up going to get a job he transferred or got the deal at, he was a sheriff, then he got the deal at the jail, not the jail, the courthouse. And he was already older. He's like, man, I'm tired of dealing with stupid people.
Oh, he was time, yeah.
He's like, I'm tired of dealing with dumb people. He's like, that's all I deal with.
He's only got a couple years left. Might as well go.
Go
work the courthouse.
And I was just like, man, that's all they deal with. It's sad to say, like there are probably some things that you make a difference on, but for the most part, 90% of the job is just dealing with dumb people.
And that's the thing, like it's almost always that. And then you get these guys on top of it. They're trying to bait you.
Yeah,
they're trying to bait you all the time, and the cop doesn't know if someone's trying to bait. I mean, they have discernment. They can see a lot of time what's going on. The fact that it's become a sport, basically, to these people to try to get the reaction. Yes, I believe in the First Amendment. I fully believe in the First Amendment. And I believe, like, if you are in public, there's an opportunity that you're going to be filmed.
Mm-hmm. Anywhere.
I do like the other side of it where people are just filming something and then somebody comes into it and they're the Karen that's like, you can't film me. You're going to throw it. And I'm like, oh. You got two Karens
at the same time,
right? But if you're in public, there's the opportunity you're going to be filmed, and it's perfectly legal. Yeah. Anything that can be seen from your eye in the public state is filmable.
Yeah.
The only way to combat it is just to not interact.
Yeah.
Just choose to not play.
Yep.
But on the other side of that, when these assholes are in like the police department parking lot, and the way I sometimes look at it is sometimes they get to the parking lot where police will park their personal vehicles.
Yeah.
And they're like filming their cars, which means they're filming their license plates, filming other things, which...
What are you doing that for?
And this is where it gets weird to me, because there are a lot of people that just truly hate cops.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Positive, negative, whatever their feelings are, they hate cops. If I'm a cop, especially if there's been some tension and there's a guy outside filming my license plate, and I know that I have a wife and small kids at home,
yeah,
I'm probably going to get a little bit heated.
Yeah.
And the fact that these First Amendment auditors, or whatever they want to call themselves, feel like that's their right. Yeah, it's your right.
Yeah, but
it doesn't make it
okay.
Right? Yeah,
there's got to be some.
Here's the deal, dude. How about if that cop goes over, watches you go to your car, films you getting in your car with your license plate, and then all of a sudden there's some static around your house.
Yep.
Now, what do you mean? That cop had every right to. Maybe the cop used some information he didn't, shouldn't have been accessing. But
at that point, it's like fair game almost.
I don't need you filming me or filming my personal vehicle, getting my license plate, because I don't know if you're just if your ruse is I'm going to be a First Amendment auditor, but it's to get these license plates because I want to kill cops.
Yeah.
There has to be a line. There just has to be a line between you go, I could do it, but that's just fucking wrong. Man, don't do it.
We need police in our cities. We have to have
right.
It. It's just something.
And police are quitting in droves, just leaving the industry. Good cops are just leaving the industry because why? Because they don't want to risk their pension, their future, everything,
or just even going to jail
on one of these people doing. And I mean, I dealt with it in bounty hunting, dude. I told you they charged us all for being completely legal in how we were doing things.
And
you know what it did to me? I said, I will never bounty hunt like in the real sector ever again.
It just ruins it.
Why? Why would I risk my family, my house, my
freedom, everything?
Yeah.
For somebody that's probably going to still break the rules.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the auditors are just, I don't know. We have a couple at the gym that are borderline.
Like people that train at the gym?
Yeah. It's a couple fighters.
That are like all about like pushing those limits?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But can they say why? Like, do they give a reason?
No, because I generally just like talk shit to them.
Like, nah.
I just talk. I just talk shit to them. Like,
I want to know. I want to know what makes it
okay
to them to be like, this is what we should be doing.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. There's bad cops and some bad cops and bad.
No, there is.
Then the auditing bad cops is one thing. Like if like in your area, in your neighborhood, on the, in the cop that runs the beat in your area.
Yeah.
If it's known that the guy abuses power or does the, push and you use those tactics for good to be like, hey, this cop is not good. You guys see what's going on here. But they pushed it so far that no one cares to hear, even when the bad cops are being exposed, because they try to push everybody.
Yeah, for no reason. Like, if if you're exposing a bad cop, okay. But at some point, it's like, is the bad cop 22 years old?
Mm-hmm.
That's just abusing the power.
Right.
Or is the bad cop that's 50 years old that's just done dealing with BS, but he's like, I'm almost done.
Yeah.
That's just
so
over the years.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to see any cop be abusive with his power or push things in the wrong way. But at the same time, I mean,
man, like,
don't make it worse. Like, don't make it worse against cops that are probably good guys trying to do their job. And you just keep constantly.
So did I tell you the other day? So there's right by our house, there's like a 4-way stop, right? And we're driving down the road at the stop. And I just happened to glance down, or I was doing something, and JJ's like, oh, watch out. And I thought somebody was going to hit us.
Yeah.
But to the left of us, this car was stopped, and this lady just ran right back into her. Bam! Rear-ended her. Well, the girl that got rear-ended, she jumped out of the car and started running. The chick that hit her started running after her.
Oh, shit.
They were fighting. They're going to fight.
Did you get the phone out?
Well, so I was just like, so the cop sees this, and I'm just like, turn around. They might just... I was about to start filming it, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like,
world star.
Yeah, but the cop comes down the road, and I pulled over and I said, "Hey, they just they're hitting each other. They hit each other.
That car hit that car,
and then now they're chasing about, starting to fight." And the cop was like, "Oh, all right." Like, he didn't even want to deal with it. But it's sad that sometimes, like, just dealing with BS that's just BS for no reason makes you not want to.
Yeah.
Stop,
well, you just never, that part of it makes me so mad.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad mostly because, there's bad cops. But the only way to combat bad cops is to, like, make good cops want to do the job.
Yeah.
You know who's going to stick around? Bad cops. Good cops will be like, dude, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah. I wonder how many, like,
I'll go be a fireman.
How many good cops, I say, just left because it's like, I'm tired of the...
Dude, I have several friends here in the metro area that have left policing completely.
Because of that.
Young guys, like 30s, 40s.
Oh,
left because they're like, I'm not going to... It's too dangerous of a legal situation to be a cop.
Yeah, because they still have to... They can still get charged with things. It's
well,
not just...
like, even just trying to do your job right. Every day they were like, we don't know if today is going to be the day that, the DA or someone sees it differently.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all perspective. Or...
Well, and as you see, like here in Colorado, our political system has become pretty liberal. which is what it is. But it's also like George Soros is in the pockets of a lot of like the police, like the DAs out here are very like that.
Yeah.
And George Soros finds ways to make it so. And I don't know what the want to is in that whole world of making it hard to be a cop, making it hard. Like they wanted to get rid of bail bonds. That was a big thing. They couldn't get rid of bail bonds.
So what are they going to do?
Through legal, well, they couldn't get rid of bail bonds through legal channels, like trying to over-regulate it. It just kept getting voted down.
Mm-hmm.
So, they get together and they think of, well, how can we do this? Well, we could cut their balls by making it so no one wants to be a fugitive recovery agent.
Oh.
We'll make it so hard for them that everything they do is basically
breaking the law, or like to the extent of you go knock on a door, the address of record that's on the warrant that you have, and you watch the guy walk inside. Yeah.
It used to be if you had 100% visual confirmation that the person was inside the house, you could make entry into that house and go get the person and take them to jail.
Yeah.
Well within your rights. Now, if you go and you see the guy walk in, you knock on the door and there's someone in there and they tell you to leave.
Gotta leave.
If you don't leave, you're going to get arrested. As a recovery agent, you will get arrested.
That's crazy.
But just think, that's how they decided to get rid of bail bond. They're like, we'll make it so impossible for them to have fugitive recovery agents.
So what do they?
That means anyone who runs, all these bail bonds are just going to be screwed.
So then people quit writing bonds then, right?
Well,
or maybe.
Or they leave the industry. Damn. Good ones leave the industry.
Yeah, because it's not worth it.
Crappy ones will keep taking money and just kick that can down the road.
Yeah,
but that's how they try to get rid of bail. They're like, we can't do it that way. Watch this. We'll make it so impossible. And it's when you're in a political climate like that, how would you like to be a cop at the same time?
I wouldn't.
Where you're like, everything you do, every interaction you have with every single person today is going to be placed under a microscope, and they're going to be looking for a reason to say that you did it wrong.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy too about when you do support, because of the whole political thing too, when you do support the police, you're on this one side,
right?
You know what I mean? Which
right, you can't be on both. Like, and that's the thing. People like you and I and like my family, we straddle the line. Like we're on both sides of the fence. Where we're like, am I pro cop? Yeah, I'm pro good cop.
Yeah,
I'm also anti bad cop.
Yeah,
we don't need bad cops. We need we need community policing. We need these. But I'll tell you what, if there's an emergency at my house, you know what I want?
The police.
I want cops to respond.
Yeah. As fast as you can.
And good ones. you know? I mean, why? And I guess that's the other side of the coin is, when you push all these good cops out and you push all these, people out of an industry, then you end up with slower response times or
no response.
People are not, just can't make it to that call. I'm just over in here. And
I like
what does
listening.
That do?
Well, I need to buy one, but I have the
scanner app?
Yeah. And I want an actual one because, but like there's even some calls where I listen to the thing and they're like, okay, we'll get to it when we can.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's
a low priority call.
Yeah, but still
there's somebody waiting for cops.
There's somebody waiting for, and it might be
help.
It might be a low priority call, but in their mind, it's important.
Right.
But we can't do that.
Well, it's like car thefts in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even respond.
No. If
your car gets stolen,
good luck.
You give a report to like an automated system over the phone. They don't come.
So we don't even guarantee it's recorded.
They don't even come.
Dang.
If you call and say, hey, my car got stolen out of my driveway.
Speaking of car stolen, where's my keys? Oh, got it. All right.
In Colorado, you're not going to get a response.
No. Well, they just barely brought back in Aurora. They just barely brought back being okay with the police chase. Before they wouldn't.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was talking to a cop.
Well, it's still like you have to like.
Well, I was talking to a cop at the gym. And I didn't know he was a cop, but we just through conversation. He works for Aurora, and he was saying something like, "There's a law where it's like they're not allowed if somebody commits a crime in a car or something, and the next day they see the car, they're not allowed to chase it or."
You have to pretend like it didn't.
It's like
you can't know that car was in the crime.
Yeah.
Because it might not be. No, the car was
there. Yeah. So it's like, then that's why they don't want to do the paperwork.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
Well, and there's like a checklist that has to happen before like a police chase is almost abandoned immediately, unless it meets this criteria, this criteria, this criteria. You can't travel over this speed in this amount of time with this many blah blah blah. You have to call in your traffic every minute.
Yeah.
You know what I prefer?
Get them.
That way. Go. Right there. All of you guys. Go.
Yeah. Wouldn't that
because criminals now, especially, I mean, other states maybe not as much, but Colorado, California.
It's a free-for-all.
Places like these cops, I mean, criminals do not give a shit.
No.
I saw a video. It was, what store was it? I want to say it might have been Macy's or Nordstrom Rack. It was in Colorado, somewhere in Colorado. It might have been Park Meadows.
Where they just walk in and start grabbing things?
There's a lady there. Like 3 guys walk in and they have like big old IKEA looking bags. And the lady's like, "Hey, guys. And she's like trying to verbally stop them. And they're just clearing like expensive stuff into these bags. Nobody's doing like.
You can't even go to
It's a lady that's like, that works there. She's like, stop.
Well, you can't even stop them though.
No,
you're not,
you can't obstruct.
And now they have at the grocery stores, they have the laundry detergent
locked up. Yeah.
When I worked at Lowe's and in Westminster, why don't you guys stop them? Like they had loss prevention and whatever. And they were like, if it's not over a certain amount of dollars, they won't respond.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
So like during the COVID, because that's when I was working there during the pandemic, like people would come in and,
get a cart,
or one of the push cart things, and
rack it up.
There goes a generator, bam,
got
out
it.
the door.
Yeah,
there was like a gate where I like in the garden, I'd always just block that, and then they would, like, just because I
could stop them right. Just give me You don't have to say go get them, Mike. You could just be like, and I'll go get them. Yeah,
but man, it bugs me when people thieve like that. Like it just bothers me
because it's almost now become so acceptable. Like they just watch them walk out. Well, it's twofold. Either they just watch him walk out, or it's the Walmart greeter who, I mean, will not let you out without seeing your receipt.
I got my $2 worth of things. They're like, I'm pretty sure you want to look at him now.
That guy see that guy that's pushing that didn't even come from the registers. He pushed everything from the meat department. Yeah. But do you do the receipt?
Show them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I do for the most part, unless they're really like if I notice that they're just being really shitty to every person. Then I'll just
if you're shitty, then I won't.
I like it when it's like the good old grandpa.
Yeah, and you're not,
and he's personable.
Yeah, and it's like
here you go, no problem.
Because I don't want to do that job.
No.
So let's
go do that job.
I would.
Let's get it.
I would do it. I would do it. I don't.
Can we work there just for like a week?
A week, bam. Too bad we don't know a manager at the store.
Yeah, I don't even want to pay. Just
see what you see.
Yeah.
But for the most part, if they're cool, I'm like, because I know they probably deal with.
Yeah. Most people are dicks.
Yeah.
And if I watch the person and they're a dick, I definitely don't show them. I just walk past them.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you gonna do?
But if you're cool, what's 10 seconds?
I'm also not going to be the one that pulls out my phone and is like, you're violating my right. I'm just going to be like, dude, not today. I don't have time.
Yeah.
I come here. I'm probably here 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Trust me. But so when we used to live a little bit farther south, sometimes we called it the murder Walmart.
Which one?
Grant and 88th.
Grant and 88th.
Yeah, just or between 88th and 104th. Like
is that the one that's the one that guy?
Yeah, the guy who went in and shot up the place. We've called it the murder Walmart forever. I don't know why. Probably because it got shot up a lot. But we've been in there and like everything, like all the cosmetics locked up, we have like 7 plastic things.
Yeah.
And then I think the surprising part was they put a register at like the health and beauty section.
Yeah. So you just pay for it there.
And you couldn't even take it out in the plastic and pay with all of your other stuff.
Yeah.
You had to pay for it right there.
What for? Like, it's just,
like
people take anything. Though,
a Gillette replacement razor head.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, but now they put at King Soopers, not Walmart, but on the laundry detergent, they put the store number.
Oh.
So if I guess if you get busted, I don't know.
Yeah.
They know where it came from.
Well, it's because all you got to do is go to Facebook Marketplace and type in laundry detergent. Nobody has 700. Yeah. I got 27 free. I ordered too many.
Where do you do your wholesale at?
Right. I ordered too many and I can't return them.
Yeah.
My loss is your gain.
Yeah.
Or you stole them all.
Or you're not going to give me that and you're going to rob me.
I think they sell, like most of people sell them.
Yeah. No.
But, and there was a time where I was like, dude, if I could get laundry detergent for half off.
And that stuff.
But then you think about it and you're like, yeah, but then it's just costing me more in the long run because they're going to have to raise the price because of all the blah, 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 blah. I'll just go buy it.
Yeah. Before you know it,
Yeah.
That's why prices go up.
Yeah.
They're a huge company. They can, not
when you multiply it by.
Well, they have
they're built in for a certain amount of loss.
But that still affects.
Right,
how
but,
they do,
but there's there's like a certain number that's built into their budget as law. But when it becomes so crazy that people are stealing more than they're selling,
yeah,
I mean that's insane. Mm-hmm. I guess I've never lived on that side of it, and I just don't understand how you could. I don't understand how you can look your kids in the face. I don't understand how you can live and be like, this is how we do it.
Yeah.
What are you going to pass that down?
This isn't has anything to do. It kind of does, but it doesn't. I was walking behind this dad and this kid one time, and we were walking out of the store, and the dad dropped. It was a piece of paper, or it was a wrapper, or it was something, and the kid was, because kids are pretty innocent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Dad, you dropped this, and he's like, "Oh, leave it there." It's like, what are you teaching your kids?
Yeah,
like,
throw your trash away. You're like, oh yeah, son, great job, good job. Let's go put this in the dumpster or
you know
the trash
I mean?
can over here.
Like
that's the same guy that doesn't push his cart back to the cart barn.
Does that kill you?
That's probably one of my.
So do you like watching that the cart narc?
Yeah,
he's hilarious.
I don't know why. It's probably one of my biggest pet peeves in the entire world.
Really?
Because it's not that difficult.
It's
not that difficult just to put it. People are like, oh well, they have guys that are here to do that. Yeah, that's great. Except for you waited until you could get one of the very first parking spots.
Yeah.
And then you left your cart in that parking spot, so the next person that comes can't even pull into the damn spot. Yeah. You've just made it inconvenient for everybody. It's right there.
Yeah.
If you're so lazy that you don't like to return carts, be smart when you pull in and park next to the damn cart carousel.
Yeah. Yeah.
That when you come out, it's right there.
Yeah. It's right. It's.
But they want the first spot and the first line, and they don't want to take their cart. I'll tell you, there's people, and you see it all over the place, but people who don't return their shopping cart and people who are rude to fast food workers and waiters, those people I will not deal with.
Like I don't know, I haven't really thought about the whole waiter thing, right?
Oh,
but the ones that are rude to fast food, like that I don't say nothing, but that irritates me,
right?
Because it's like, man, one, it's probably an honest mistake.
Yeah.
Two,
dude, the guys they're doing the best they can.
Like,
no, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to make a hamburger.
You're right.
But you know what happens when you put 17 people standing in front of the guy, breathing down his neck, plus 47 cars in the damn drive-through, plus a manager that's probably pissed off and yelling at everybody.
And then you don't want nothing on there, but then you want this special. It's like, no. Like, that just...
Yeah. Well, it's, to me, fast food people, like, I will intentionally make their like situation worse for them.
Yeah.
to the guy that's being an asshole. Yeah. Like I'll just make it inconvenient. Like I'll stand in a way that he has to walk around to go do. Yeah. And then while they're near me, I will be overly nice and say, man, I can't believe you have to deal with assholes like that all the time. You handled that really well, man. Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah. People really need to understand. And I'll say it just loud enough that
so they can hear.
And I'll look at them while I'm saying it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's
sometimes people get embarrassed around me. They're like, don't, and I'm like, no, this guy needs to know he's an asshole.
Yeah. And I think that's the best way to point it out because there's no reason to.
Yeah. There's not.
Because honestly,
what did you get a wrong fucking hamburger at McDonald's?
It's not life and death.
You ordered a hamburger at McDonald's. It's all the same shit. Just eat it.
It's fine.
Yeah. And then if I go out to eat with someone and you
are rude
to the waiter, I'll be done with you right now. I'll leave.
Yeah. No. If you're rude, I'll call you out. If I go with you and you're rude, I'll call you out on it.
Yeah.
Because
or you get those people like maybe they're not with you, but they're at the table next to you, and they think because they have a little bit of money or a little bit of status that they're going to put the waiter or waitress in their place and start it off with your tip starts at 20%, but every time you mess something up, it's going to get great. Yeah. I'll take 0.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, get out of here. Mm-hmm. If I see stuff like that, I absolutely make the guy look like an asshole.
Yeah, man.
And I will overtip.
Anybody
I'll go, here's the bill, here's the tip. Here's $100 for having to deal with that asshole right there.
That would be hilarious.
Ask Kay Miller. I don't give a shit, dude.
Well, I think, why do we treat people that serve us?
Right.
That we decide.
We went there. Yeah.
You went there.
Yeah. I get sometimes you go to an expensive restaurant and you want really good.
Well, what that's your choice though. That's a choice. Like if you go somewhere,
especially there's a Friday night at 6 p.m.
Yeah, and you waited an hour. There might be a good chance something might be messed up.
Or they're really busy and things might not be available. Yeah. Or they're doing the best they can.
Yeah, like I just there was one time where I felt bad because we went to Buffalo Wild Wings. Mm-hmm. And it ended up being funny. Like it was hilarious to me. To me and JJ, it was pretty funny, right? But we walk in and we're like, okay, what do you? I said, I know what I'm getting. I'm getting hot wings, and she got whatever. And the waiter comes back.
She got cauliflower, didn't she?
No, she got like a wrap, like a buffalo
probably got
wrap,
a grilled cheese sandwich.
And the waiter comes back and says, "We're out of hot wings." Okay,
all right.
And then comes back and says, "We're out of the wrap." I was like, "All right."
What are we having?
So then I said, okay, give us a few minutes. And so we order something else. Comes back. He's like, yeah, we're out of that. I'm like, all right, tell me what you got.
What are we having?
What do you got?
Yeah.
And I think you could tell he was bummed out because I feel like he had been telling people that. So he's like, but
yeah, that they don't want to.
No, I think
these people are not taking joy in coming up and telling you that they're out.
And we ordered. I ended up getting some burger, and she got some, it was fine. And he gave it to us for free, and I just gave him a good tip. It's like that wasn't that hard. It's not life or death. Like I don't know. I just
see. I would be really, really happy if a restaurant opened up around here where
you'd just be an ass.
No, that's Dick's Last Resort. No, we're like lunch and dinner. There's 2 things on the menu.
You just get what you get.
It's like going to mom's house.
Yeah.
You don't get to order. Like,
you don't order.
Do you want the chicken or do you want the pork chop?
Yeah.
That's what we have today.
Yeah.
You want the chicken or the pork chop?
Yeah.
I guess I'll have the pork chop.
Yeah.
I don't have to think a lot.
Yeah.
See, anybody that I would go to that place. I would go to that place all the time.
Yeah. What are you having? Whatever they got. Yeah. But
I've won.
People that, man, I had to, because I work at my cousin's restaurant.
Yeah.
And I like doing everything. I don't like doing just one thing.
I didn't realize. I thought like you worked in the back, just kind of helping out, keeping things going. Mm-hmm. And when I talk to you, you're like, yes, I bartend. I'll serve some food. I'll cook some food.
Yeah.
I'll wash some dishes.
Anything. I'll do anything. And that's why for me, I'm just a little bit more like, now I've never done that.
Yeah.
That kind of job before that I'm like, wait a minute. Some of these people have to deal with, I haven't dealt with anybody that's been an ass other than when this one lady went in drunk. And I was working the bar and I was just like, and she came in like she came in okay at first. So
she
said
half a Chardonnay away.
Yeah, she said something, and I was like, "Excuse me." I was like, "Oh yeah, we don't got that." And she's like, "Oh, do you got this?" And I'm like, "No, we have this though." It's like it was very similar. And
right.
I don't want that. It's just, like, what do you have? And she ordered this $50 shot of tequila.
Oh,
right. And she ordered. Well,
what's a $50 shot of tequila?
It's the Don Julio 1927 or I don't know. It's like $50 a shot though.
It's not the like bottle that's like a.
It looks brown.
Oh no, I thought it was like that white and blue.
Well, that one's up there too.
Whatever that is.
That Clase Azul. That's what it's called. But she ordered, and she's like, "Oh well, there goes your tip." And I was like, "What did you say that?" I didn't.
You ordered it. You dumb
So what
bitch.
did I do? Spill half of it. Oh, here you go. Oops.
Oh, good enough.
Mm-hmm. There goes half your shot.
You know what I mean?
Price, like,
so we're even. We got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's stupid, dude. Like I'm probably overly nice to every place like that.
I'm nice.
Every opportunity that I can. I just don't understand the asshole mentality that has become the norm.
Yeah.
It's in everything. It's anywhere you go. Everyone believes that if you're a big enough asshole, you're going to get a better deal or a better whatever. And I'm like, no. You know what else drives me crazy? I wish people would not budge on that.
No.
I wish companies would fire more customers for being dicks.
Yeah.
And they would just stick to their guns and stop stop bending to it so you don't have to deal with the problem.
Well,
just tell them, too fucking bad. No.
Well, and you know what else drives me crazy is when you get the table that there's something wrong with everything.
Everyone
they're nice, but there was something wrong with,
and everything's a special order.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I have the guacamole with no avocados?
Oh, all the time. Can you put no cilantro? No, it's all made with cilantro.
It's already in there. It already
I'm allergic. Like I'm like, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna want the bean burrito.
Or they ask the waitress, can you get this? Oh, we need this. Like, and you're making 5 trips. It's like, you guys thought of all this, and why did we make it 5 trips?
Right. You can tell me it all at once. I can do it. Or the people that order all their food, get their food, and then think they can get the extra for free by waiting until after all the food's here. And then they're like, oh, can I just get a little,
sour cream?
Sour cream?
Yeah. Sure.
Why didn't you order sour cream when you got it? Oh, because you knew I'd ring that in. Yeah. You're thinking that right now I'm just going to walk in the kitchen and ask for a side of sour cream and come out and give it to you.
Yeah. No, I charge.
Because people have learned to do things like that. That's it. People, it just needs to stop.
Yeah.
Businesses need to start sticking to their guns.
Or they complain about the price, and it's like, you chose to come out to eat.
You looked at the menu and ordered that, and now you're mad about the price?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If more customers got fired, the world would start to
be better.
Get better.
Yeah, because they'd probably treat people better.
Because if you get fired from enough places, everyone's like, hey, let's go to...
Like, people get blacklisted off the airlines.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at restaurants and stuff... Hey, let's go over here to Texas Roadhouse. Oh, I can't go there. I can't. They told me I can't go there.
Why? What'd you do?
Oh, well then let's go to the Outback right down the road.
Can't go there either.
I can't go there either.
Yeah.
Here's if more customers got fired, more people would understand how much of an asshole they really are.
Yeah.
Period. Like, done.
Yeah. People complain too much. I don't ever complain about the food. Either you bring it to me, and if it's wrong, I won't eat it.
Or I'll just eat it.
And if you ask me how it was, everything's great.
It was fine. It was good.
Because I feel like too many times, like, everybody forgets that servers, waitresses, whatever you want to call them, are people. You don't know what kind of day they're having.
Right.
And because you come out to eat, they're figuring out how to pay their bills, and you don't make that much serving tables.
No.
So you don't even know if they're getting evicted.
And it's like
if I'm getting evicted, I'm probably going to go in a shitty mood.
These people,
you know what I mean?
A lot of these, like, people in these service industry jobs, it's not like they're living the greatest, they have all the money in the world to go do whatever they want.
No.
Like they're just trying to
pick up extra shifts, do this, do that. And it's like,
yeah. And a lot of the time, this is a second job for people.
Yeah.
To just get by.
Mm-hmm.
And here you are, they're already just beat down in life. They have a 9 to 5 that they can't pay the bills on. Now they have a second job. They don't get to see their kids.
Yeah.
They get home from their first job. They have time to change clothes, make sure their kid is
okay
in the house. And then they go to their second job and they're dealing with that and they're stressed. And here you are bitching about the fucking 75-cent sour cream.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop being an asshole. The world would be such a better place if people would
Sometimes I feel like telling people,
stop.
You actually don't need that sour cream.
You would tell me that. You'd be like, listen, fatty.
Listen.
It's just, but see, there's so many different lines. Is there a line to what, this is kind of a pointed question. Is there a line to what we should be accepting and inclusive of? And then is there a spot where it gets stepped over? And what made me think of this is I saw another athlete, a male athlete who wants to identify as a female athlete
and played sports. No.
But it's across the board. It's like, it's so hard because I want to be inclusive. Like I want people to be happy. I want people to live a good life.
Yeah.
I don't care, dude. I don't care if you were a man and you became a woman. I don't care if you're a woman and you become a man. I don't care if you're two women. I don't care about any of that. Like zero. I cannot express enough how little I give a shit about that. Like I don't care. I'm happy for you. Great.
Yeah.
But in the same vein, you get these situations like that where a male athlete couldn't compete.
Yeah. With the males.
So now they want to be identified, or they want to identify as the opposite sex, and then they want to compete. But it's the same way with, there's a line, and this is going to be really unpopular. I mean, this could get me canceled today.
Uh-oh.
But we'll go with it. There's a line between the reality of it, where someone is transitioning, they are, and the other side of it where they just, like, it's a power play. It's like I want the attention. I need this, so I'm going to do that. And it comes around to like the bathroom thing.
Oh,
it comes around to the bathroom thing where, if someone identifies as a female, they can go into the female bathroom and do this and do that. And man, I have such a hard time because in my heart of hearts, I'm like, I want everyone to be
who they are,
included in who they are and what they do. At the same time, if you want me to be ultimately inclusive of you, I would appreciate if you would have some discernment as well and go, oh, I just watched 3 8-year-old girls go into the bathroom. I'll give them a second. And then, because there's also bad people on both sides of the planet. And this is where people are going to get mad at me because they're going to say, oh, you think that it's such a small percentage of people that would do that for that. But there are people who, there are men who want to do things that they shouldn't with younger
people.
And they just find a way. They're like, oh, I now.
Emma.
Yeah. I now, I'm a female. I identify as female so that they can get access to places and do things.
Yeah.
Now, I know the percentage is small. Okay. I know the ultimate percentage of people who are doing it for true evil is small. But because that number's not 0, I have daughters. Yeah. And guess what? Their ultimate safety is more important to me than anything else in the world. I do not care about your feelings. I do not care about, in the same way that I don't want you to care about my feelings if it's something that is
important to you.
Like that.
Yeah.
My wife and my daughters,
like,
ultimately, their safety, their health, their everything comes before anything.
I don't think I budge on that one. It's just uncalled for. I don't know is there a fix? I don't know. I know this is gonna be funny, kind of. When we flew to Singapore, we had to stop in San Francisco. Right. Couple hour layover, just sitting there. I gotta use the restroom before we go on a plane. A line. Line out the guy's restroom. And I was like, oh shit. So I walk down. I was like, and I see a couple guys walk in. I was like, all right, go to the bathroom. My dumbass didn't realize
some guys into the women's bathroom.
No, my dumbass didn't realize it's a unisex bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's girls walking in. I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
See,
but is that the fix?
The only fix, only acceptable fix, I think. And this is outside of accepting people for who they want to be.
Yeah.
Great. I accept. I'm cool.
Yeah.
The only way this works until evolution comes around and there's a better way.
We're still technically new.
We're trying to figure this whole thing out. The only way it works is to have a men's, a women's, and a family / unisex bathroom that's a one service bathroom.
Yeah.
That anyone could go into.
Yeah.
Usually those bathrooms have a lock where you could go in by yourself, lock the door, go to the bathroom. You're the only one in there and you can leave.
Mm-hmm.
I would much rather see that type of scenario anywhere where they could, they could go into the bathroom that they have
for them,
the biological parts for.
Yeah.
Or you can go into the unisex / family bathroom that is your own private space to go to the bathroom. Twofold. A, I want my family safe.
Mm-hmm.
B, I also want you safe.
Yeah. You don't know who you're dealing with.
I would much rather you be able to go into this bathroom by yourself safely, do your business, come out, not have to worry about it. Because I guarantee there's a large percentage of people who have transitioned or are transitioning who are nervous as hell or hold it until they get home, because if they walk into the women's bathroom and someone knows that they're biologically still male, are they going to get beat up? Are they going to get, how's it going to go?
Yeah.
I want
everybody needs
to be safe. I want you to be safe. I want you to feel comfortable and safe in doing what you do, in the same way that I want my kids to be comfortable and safe in doing what they do. And I think that's right now where we're at in evolution, where we're at in figuring things out, because this is so brand new.
It's to the point where I don't even when I talk to people that are in that phase world, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. You don't bother me. I don't bother you. What's good for you is good for you. It may not be good for me, but if it's good for you, go. Mm-hmm. You got to even watch how you talk to them. When I did Uber for a little bit, because that was fun too. That was interesting.
Yeah, I bet.
That was interesting. That was fun. But
we can make a TV show out of it.
Oh gosh, that was fun. I picked up this ride. It was two guys, right? And you could tell that they were dressed as women, but they were guys.
Right. 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah. And whenever anybody got into the car that was more than one, it doesn't matter if girls, guys, whoever, I always said, hey, well, guys, what's up?
How you doing? Yeah.
And they gave me 1 star because I said, hey, guys, how you doing?
And not, hey, ladies.
I'm just like,
hey, you're using it as the inclusive guys, not the gendered guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even the girls that got in, hey, what's up, guys?
Yes. So before we left Florida, when we started doing the veterans retreat and teaching scuba down there, a very close friend of ours, Chris, who works on the accounting side with Pat.
Yeah.
His boyfriend, he's a gay male. His boyfriend was transitioned. I think it's transitioned. Or transitioning female to male.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Andy. Had the chi-chis removed, so just looked like a guy, chest, shirtless, hanging. No problem. It was probably one of the funnest weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. Great time. Probably 15 times I messed up the pronoun. Just not intentionally, nothing about it. You know what he did? Nothing. He didn't care. He was like, because I would, and I'd be like, I'm so sorry. And he was like, dude, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's not a big, and to me, that's where I'm like, this help. If you want us to be inclusive, help us do it.
Yeah.
It's so hard when you don't know.
Yeah.
It's so hard when, I mean, especially pronouns. Like, dude, I don't know they, they're, they, who, how, that. I mean, I call everybody dude, or I call everybody bro, or I call everybody. Guess what? It's non-sexual. It's non-gendered.
It does.
I don't care, dude. If I mess it up, just correct me. I'll try to get it right. Don't turn it into a huge ordeal because I messed it up.
You don't care about my
dude.
It triggers me.
You have lipstick and a full fucking beard. Are you telling me that if I mess up your pronoun, that's the problem?
I probably
just
wouldn't
fucking correct me.
That's probably why I don't. Maybe I wonder. Like you have a friend that went that way, and it's like I'm not gonna be his friend because he might say.
I just don't. I don't like. It can be inclusive. It can be inclusive with the understanding that a lot of people in this world are really just trying to figure it out and how to navigate it.
Yeah.
And instead of making us disengage, understand that it's hard all the way. Like you feel uncomfortable because you want to be seen for who you are. We're uncomfortable because we don't want to mess up in how we interact with you. Yeah. If I mess up, man, just fucking go.
There's also like, this might be unpopular also too. For the people that do feel like that, like I feel that the way that our world is right now, so many people are doing things because it's cool, because that's a thing to do. It's trendy. Sometimes I don't even know if that's how they actually feel. So it takes away from the people that actually
See, that's
feel.
The thing. Like same thing as we were talking about before. I think the percentage is so small of people that just jump on the trend to be the trend.
Yeah.
But it's still a big enough number that you
and they're the ones that make the most noise.
Sure.
You know what I mean? They're the ones that make the most noise, because the people that actually feel like that, you don't hear much from them. You know?
If more people could come out like Caitlyn Jenner, it would be easier. Like loud and proud, doesn't care, will correct you if you make the mistake, you know?
Yeah.
And walks it like, great. Okay. I get it. I can deal with, we can work from here.
Yeah.
You know, but if I have to feel like I'm on pins and needles and not like, I'm not going to interact with you if everything is going to be a tension point.
That's one of the things
has nothing to do with anything else.
Like I generally struggle with this at the restaurant because there's a lot of people that, whether they're gay or they're transgender, everybody goes everywhere. And we get them in there. And that's the one thing that it stresses me out, because I'm just like, I don't want to say something that's going to make
I don't want to mess it up.
You know what I mean? Because I don't want to hurt the business. Two,
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
I don't want to hurt your feelings, because I don't feel like, you know what I mean? But that's once they leave, I'm just like, okay, I'm tired, because I had to really focus. I had to really focus to make sure, like,
and so many people can take this conversation the wrong way. And I really wish they wouldn't. And I hope that they could understand, like, we don't care. We really don't. We're probably, from a very masculine world that we run in. Yeah, we're probably two of the most don't give a shit guys in the world. Like some of our best friends.
Yeah,
you know, our friend Rana, who got Kristen into bail bonds. Her and her ex-wife they've always been really close friends. We're always over there. We're always, we share meals. We sit down. Steph and Jenna, great friends of ours. We've traveled all over the country with them, road tripping, love them to death, would not give a shit about anything they like. I don't care. Do what you do. Have a good time.
Yeah.
We'll try to keep our room quiet. Maybe
a room quiet. But I
mean, as quiet as you can. Yeah. But I don't care. Like, I don't care. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I don't care.
It doesn't.
We can be in the same house. Guess what? Still don't care. When we went to St. Louis for JJ's fight, we got a 2-bedroom. Was it an Airbnb or was it just it might have just been a hotel room, but it was a really weird, cool hotel room.
Oh, okay.
Guess what? Their gay didn't get on me.
You didn't come out with it?
Nope. And my straight didn't get on. Like, all of us came out the same and we were just fine.
The same way we went in?
Absolutely, just fine. Could not. But that's the thing. Yeah. Like, we traveled the country we road tripped with them all over the place.
Yeah.
I did now with them. I did experience that homophobia.
Yeah.
We were in the middle of, I want to say it was fucking Kansas or somewhere.
Oh, okay. Explains it. Yeah.
We went to a Denny's.
Uh-huh.
They're seating everyone in the front of the restaurant.
You guys went to the...
They put us all the way in the fucking back section. The four of us. Yeah.
Which was pretty, like, it's pretty noticeable if, like...
Right. Like, dude, they walked us through the restaurant to the very back. They were like...
What's up with these seats?
we can't have Rick and Charlie coming in here and seeing these damn lesbians.
Yeah.
Like, they put us all the way in the back. Waitress still friendly to us and cool. But that was that was an experience for me where I was like, oh, that's 100% for that reason.
Did it make you mad, or was it like
a little bit?
Like, wow.
It was eye-opening.
Yeah.
It was, if it had bothered them more, it would have bothered me more.
Okay.
We all, like, we joked about it, but at the same time, it was very awakening. Like, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that shit really goes down. Like, and that's where I have the problem, because I'm not that guy. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't. But when it happened, I was like, they really just fucking walked us to the very back section where they could hide the lesbians.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Okay. Yeah.
We're in Denny's, dude.
Come on.
You guys do some weird shit around here, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Probably way weirder shit than they're doing.
Yeah.
So.
Some of you guys might be related.
Yeah. You cousin fuckers out here mad at the lesbians. Oh, but that was probably one of the very few times where I was just really hit in the face with it. And was like, now I understand why people can be so defensive about, you know, where they are and how they are. And they can become overly proud or overly animated about it.
Yeah.
Because they've been made to feel small over here. So
for sure. Well,
they push it out big over here.
Yeah.
But I just think if everyone just found a way to the middle.
Yeah.
Understand mistakes are going to get made. You know?
Yeah. For the most part.
Life's hard for everybody.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
It's hard for everybody in some sort of way.
Like, if someone is just a homophobic fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, they pretty much just.
If you handle yourself, and I can't say this, I can't speak for other people, but if I'm out and about.
Yeah.
And there's a gay couple there. And whatever, boyfriend gives boyfriend a kiss goodbye, or, you know, and someone there is so homophobic that they say something. Sirs, you don't have to worry about defending your honor.
Yeah.
Because I will.
Yeah.
Like, I will check somebody in a minute.
Yeah.
In the same way that I'm going to check someone for pushing the other way, like making sure that the guy with the full beard and the lipstick on can go piss next to my daughter.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, hey, dude.
Like, what's going on?
Just some decorum for a minute. Let my 8-year-old daughter finish what she's doing.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. You can do what you do. And I'm not saying you can't use it. I'm just saying in the same way that I want to defend you if someone is an asshole out here.
Help me out.
Same side.
Yeah.
You know, just listen.
Yeah. For the people that are just like out there like that, they speak out like that.
We're probably going to get canceled.
We're right in the middle. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Cancel on both sides.
That's the problem. We're in the middle, I guess, right?
Yeah, because I don't have, like, I'm not hard line on anything. No. I'm like, I see your point, and I also see your point. But it's all right here if you guys just come
somewhere.
You knock some of the tension off of it, and we can be cool.
But that was that's over an hour because you started that late.
Yeah, I had more stuff on my list.
What was on your list?
The lighter side?
Yeah.
What food item should be brought back?
What, the double-decker taco from Taco Bell?
That's what I'm like, fast food place? Like, fast food item should be brought back?
Double-decker taco.
Is that the hard and the soft?
Yeah. The soft, and then they got that.
I make those whenever we have taco night.
Oh, okay.
I take a hard taco and then I put sour cream on the soft taco.
Oh, that's disgusting. You just messed it up.
Oh, yeah.
You just messed it up. You know why I don't like sour cream? Because
you're a fucking weirdo.
When I was Denny's was one of my first jobs, but it was a dishwasher. And that was when you can smoke in the restaurant. So people would put their ashes out
in the sour cream.
It'd have to wash it, and it just grosses. Like the smell just grosses me out.
When we were in Vegas, we went and walked around the strip, and Kay Miller went and played a couple slot machines.
Yeah.
I hadn't been in a building where people smoked in so long. I walked in and people were just, hey, Maggie, give me another 20.
Just sucking it down.
Fuck, dude, you may have a heart attack and die before we get out of here. And then my clothes, I wanted to put those clothes that I wore in like a garbage bag and tie them up so they didn't touch my other clothes.
Yeah. It's just,
I couldn't imagine, like, I was so unaware that still happened that when I was like,
all over.
Oh my God, everything smells like, yeah.
Yeah.
So cigarettes on a plate of food would make me.
That's what grossed me out about it.
It's the McDLT that needs to come back.
The what?
Do you remember that hamburger?
What?
It was McDonald's. It was called the McDLT.
No.
So it was the hot side and the cold side. And your hamburger came in like, instead of just one. Yeah. It was like a double.
Okay.
You know, the styrofoam thing. So your bun, your bottom bun, your meat, and your cheese, so your cheese would be melty, was on this side, came out hot. Mm-hmm. On this side was your top bun, crispy cold lettuce, tomato.
So then you put it together?
So when you put it together, it was how it should be. Like, I don't like that crisp, cool lettuce and tomato on a...
Instead of eating warm lettuce?
The McDLT, dude, it was the greatest thing ever.
I don't think I've ever tried that.
There's something wrong with you.
Oh, yeah.
I love the McDLT.
Really?
Yeah. The McDLT and the snack wraps from McDonald's.
I tried the snack wrap.
I love snack wraps.
And
they have like 4 different ones. So don't say you tried them and you don't like them, because there's 4.
No, I tried
the barbecue one. Kay Miller looked them up. She makes them for me.
She does?
Mm-hmm.
Is it
She gets like chicken tenders, like really good ones.
I'm not the biggest fan of chicken. Like hot wings, I love hot wings, right? Mm-hmm. But otherwise, I'm not the biggest chicken fan. Like I'll eat it, but you're never gonna hear me say, "Hey, let's
have some chicken."
Yeah. Very rarely.
Kay Miller makes me eat a lot of chicken because it's good for me. Mm-hmm. I fucked up yesterday.
What'd you eat?
You know my guts are not great.
Yeah.
Like smallest things. It's spaghetti sauce will tear me up for like a week.
Oh damn.
It's bad.
The red sauce?
I don't know why. Like it's not spicy spaghetti sauce. Yeah. It's just the red sauce. Mm-hmm. Ugh. But I was like, God, I want some chicken wings. So she ordered me some chicken wings from Wingstop down the road.
Yeah.
I had 6 wings. But something in that sauce made last night
rough.
One of the most miserable nights.
6 wings. Wow.
It felt like someone put an M80 in my butthole and just lit it up. It was so bad, dude.
Oh, that's not
like
good.
I love chicken wings so much.
I know.
And I love hot chicken wings.
I feel like you can live off of those.
I love chicken. I love them.
I feel like you could live off those.
And they made me so mad yesterday.
And I like hot wings, but
McDLT though.
The double-decker taco, I'm going. When they came back for like they took them out and then they came back for sure. Yeah. I don't why.
You know
that's a marketing scheme, right?
Yeah. It's same as the McRib.
Yeah.
It's terrible, but it's only here once in a while, so you got to have one. Or that weird ass green shake from McDonald's.
I don't think I've tried that either.
They always have it like the Shamrock Shake.
Oh.
Around
now.
Yeah. So Taco Bell got rid of green sauce.
Mm-hmm. Which I didn't. I'm okay with that because I don't like.
No, that was the downfall to Taco Bell for me.
Really? You like the green sauce?
My 2 of my favorite things: Mexican pizza with green sauce, spicy bean burrito with sour cream.
I like the Mexican pizza.
Now to eat a regular.
Wow,
bean burrito.
You look disgusted. You look disgusted when you say that, guy.
Yes. Just why'd you get rid of the green sauce? It wasn't like.
There's not.
It couldn't have been that.
It's better without the green sauce.
It's not.
It is. That's why they still have it.
No, it's not. There's a lot of things they should still have. The chalupa. Chalupa was pretty damn good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
that was good.
They gone. Taco Bell also had chicken nuggets recently that were amazing.
Really?
Yes. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know what they did.
You got them though?
Yes.
Were they good?
Amazing. And guess what?
Gone.
Got to wait for the McRib.
Yeah.
And that's disgusting. But I order one every time.
You get it every time?
Every time they're back, I have at least one.
Oh, okay.
Don't ever take the bun off and look at it though.
No?
No.
Just eat it.
It's just compressed, whatever.
Whatever.
It does. It's like it's one piece of, but it's not. It's like just compressed into a form. It's not good. Don't look at it. Just eat it.
Okay. When they come out, I might try one.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. But that's probably it for today.
Yeah. Next time.
Okay.
We're going to talk about taxes.
Oh gosh, scam. But yes, let's talk about it.
Well, because like in England, you get free healthcare, but your taxes are higher. Would you rather pay higher tax? Don't answer. Would you rather pay higher taxes and have healthcare? You just go to the doctor. Or would you rather have it like it is now, where we still have high taxes, but you have to pay for everything? So don't answer. We'll talk about that next time.
Okay.
All right. You got anything else?
No, that's it for me.
You sure?
Yep.
All right.
I think we're out of here.
Look at that.
Boom.
Like barely over an hour.
Barely. Yep.
Probably like an hour 10, maybe.
Okay.
Because we started that early.
Yeah. I don't even think we're
like an hour.
I don't even think we're an hour 10.
We're close.
Think so?
Close. Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. We will see you. What's today?
Saturday. We will see you Tuesday. Yep.
And look out for an audio-only podcast
on Spotify.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I messed up.
That's all right. Check it out on Spotify. Listen to it in your car.
Yeah, there you go. Put your headphones in.
Yeah, put your headphones in. Don't look at nobody.
We're not that pretty anymore.
Yeah. So, all right. See you guys.
We'll see you guys.
Bye.